My parents passed away when I was in my early 20s, so before I had my children. And so I would basically have conversations. You know, people would say conversations with God, I would say conversations with my mom and dad, and I'd be looking for signs and messages from them. It was a very introspective process for me. You know, I'd say like, Mom, Dad, you know, send me a message or a sign that this is the right thing that I should be doing, or this is the direction I should be going in. So I had this whole system. A heart-shaped rock would be for my dad, and a piece of sea glass would be for my mom. And when I would find one, I would feel really like I was being supported and that was the right decision or direction to go in. And I would leave the beach that day and I'd think, wow, okay, I've got this, I can handle this. So yeah, those were the moments that I really felt something, you know, bigger than myself. But through this process, I realized that actually the answers lied within me. It wasn't like coming from something outside. There were no messages from somebody else. It was, you know, something that I already knew. I started noticing other people that were walking. And I started noticing that they had the same expressions as I did on my face, that they were maybe introspective or looking for something, contemplating life. And I thought, huh. And one day when I was leaving for my walk, there was a Sharpie pen on the counter, and I picked it up and I was like, I stuck it in my pocket. And when I got to the beach, I looked around, like to see if anybody was watching me, and I started writing messages on the rocks. And you know, I'm like dropping them and walking, you know, a ways and doing another one. And on the very first day, I only dropped 5 rocks. And I was thinking, the whole time I'm like, what am I doing? You know, like, Mom and Dad, what am I doing? And interestingly enough, that night, a friend of mine texted me a picture of a rock she found on the beach. And there's millions of rocks. I mean, millions of rocks. There's no possible way that I dropped 5 rocks and that a friend of mine found one of those rocks and she picked it up and texted me. I didn't tell anybody I was doing it. I mean, that's really odd. Really odd. And I think maybe she might have recognized my handwriting and she knew I walked the beach every day, that beach. So when she texted me the picture of it, I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. That was not me. But that's really cool that somebody did that. And she replied, and this is when the project started. This was the absolute moment that it started, was when she said to me, if you did drop this rock, it made my day. I was having a rough day and the message just meant so much. And I thought, okay, I have something here.